On a quiet night in Tucson, Arizona, an 84-year-old grandmother went to sleep inside her own home. She had no idea that the next few hours would become the beginning of a mystery that would capture national attention. Her name was Nancy Guthrie. She was a mother, a grandmother, and the mother of television journalist Savannah Guthrie. But one morning, Nancy was gone. Her phone was still there. Her belongings were still there. Her car was still there. But Nancy herself had disappeared. And what investigators discovered inside and around her home raised a terrifying question: was this a disappearance, or was Nancy taken? This is the mystery of Nancy Guthrie.
Disclaimer: this video is for educational and documentary purposes only. Information presented is based on publicly available sources and official reports. This video does not accuse or defame any person, and all claims should be considered allegations or information from available reports, unless officially confirmed. We aim to present this case respectfully and honor those affected.
Before her name became connected to a national investigation, Nancy Guthrie lived a quiet life. She was known by those close to her as a loving mother and grandmother. Her daughter, Savannah Guthrie, became one of America's most recognizable television personalities as a host on NBC's Today Show. But away from television cameras, Nancy lived privately in Tucson, Arizona. At 84 years old, Nancy was considered vulnerable because of her age and physical limitations, but those who knew her described her as mentally sharp and independent. She had routines. She had people who cared about her. And she was not someone who would simply vanish without explanation. On the night before she disappeared, Nancy was at home. According to investigators, she was last known to be there after spending time with family. The house was quiet. The neighborhood appeared normal. But sometime during the early morning hours, something changed. Authorities later said evidence suggested Nancy did not leave voluntarily. Her disappearance quickly became a criminal investigation. The next day, concern grew when Nancy did not show up as expected. Family members realized something was wrong. When people entered her home, they found clues that immediately worried investigators. Her personal items remained behind. Her medications were not taken. Her vehicle was still there. The scene did not look like someone who simply decided to leave. Police treated the home as a crime scene. One of the most disturbing discoveries was blood found near the entrance of the home. Investigators later confirmed the blood belonged to Nancy. One of the biggest questions in the investigation centered around surveillance. Investigators reviewed camera footage and digital evidence while searching for answers. Authorities released information suggesting a person was captured near Nancy's home during the early morning hours. The footage showed a masked individual near the property and raised more questions about what happened that night. Who was this person? Did they know Nancy? Was Nancy targeted specifically? Or was this a random crime? At the time, investigators had more questions than answers. The search for Nancy became massive. Law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, became involved. Investigators searched areas around Tucson. They reviewed evidence. They collected tips from the public. Thousands of pieces of information came in. But despite the attention surrounding the case, Nancy's location remained unknown. As the investigation continued, the case took another disturbing turn. Messages claiming to be connected to Nancy's disappearance appeared. Some contained demands. Others contained claims about what happened to her. But investigators had to determine which information was real and which information was false. In cases like this, every message must be carefully examined. Because sometimes criminals reveal information. And sometimes people create confusion. The biggest mystery remains: what happened to Nancy Guthrie? How did someone enter her home? Why was she taken? Who is responsible? And where is she now? Investigators continue looking for answers. For Nancy's family, the investigation is not just a case file. It is the search for someone they love. Nancy Guthrie's disappearance reminds us that behind every missing person case is a real person, a life, a family, a story. Until the truth is known, one question remains: where is Nancy Guthrie?
Like and subscribe for more true crime documentaries.